Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. So Biafran all over the globe, are you feeling me, chanting? Why and I feel so from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, we no fear them. We no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate. We no fear them, we no fear Mietiala. We no fear them, we no fear them bandit kill. We no fear them, we no fear them Janjaweed. We no fear them, we no fear them Al-Qaeda. We no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan. We no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan. We no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried. Not our Biafran. You think it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have to know, man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots, to Kokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. Yerima Shatima, the Boko Haram Big Bill said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000 and Fulanis will buy them for 150 or 200,000. But on Ibadan we buy his one for 10 million. Can you imagine? Smart people everywhere. So man, Ekpa, give them water.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set Mazin Namdi Kanu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Most I Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra. started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Jamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle Belt State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists, like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dexinabemi, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Patami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abubakar Malami, terrorist. Mainstream media swami, terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafran's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless. Chukwuki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, one them run them out of Oduduwa land, one them Pararapa and run them out now, Yo, divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away, Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus Gaveway. Biafra.
As one brother wrote very eloquently, he said there are saboteurs everywhere, that every ethnic group have their own saboteurs, but there is something special about an Igbo sabo. that an Igbo saboteur is the special breed altogether. That his own sabo is spiritual saboteur. What drives him or her, he or she wouldn't know. If they try to be like you and they cannot be like you, the next thing is envy. And another thing is, what do I do to bring him down to my level? They're going to sabotage. That's the way they are. It's in their nature. Nobody can take that away from an Igbo man. It's how they are. That's how they are wired. As one brother wrote very eloquently, he said there are saboteurs everywhere, that every ethnic group have their own saboteurs, but there is something special about an Igbo sabo. that an Igbo saboteur is the special breed altogether. That his own sabo is spiritual saboteur. What drives him or her, he or she wouldn't know. If they try to be like you and they cannot be like you, the next thing is envy. And another thing is, what do I do to bring him down to my level? They're going to sabotage. That's the way they are. It's in their nature. Nobody can take that away from an Igbo man. It's how they are. That's how they are wired. As one brother.
People don't know what is coming, do they? They have no idea. I feel sorry for the zoo. They have no idea. Any day that all of you gang up to support your one Nigeria garbage, the more you're digging your collective graves. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed. You see, the land of Biafra must be defended at all cost. At all cost. It is the land of God, given to his children for their eternal habitation. We may have failed in the past to recognize this very fact, but now that this generation has come, there is nothing anybody can do to stop us from restoring the kingdom of God upon the face of this very earth in the land of Biafra, without apologies to anybody.
Ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị? Ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ bụ mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi asị na achọghị ụdị nka ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ. Ihe anyị na-aga na anyị ga-enwerịrị onwe anyị. O nweghị ihe mmadụ dị ndụ pụrụ ime gbasara ya. Eluigwe ekpebiela na anyị ga-enwere onwe anyị, nwere onwe nke anyị ga-enwetakwa. Kwa ebulaka jụrụ ụmụ ya sị ole ka ihe ga-eme unu mara ihe.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
I have not just I will, I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come. Ichigo munu bachikem. Munyo ni te. Ana me see you there. Unu gama we there raso until Biafra will come. Before Biafra come. I am telling you the fact. This is not a joke. I will be your last bus stop. All of you combined together. I will be your last bus stop. And we have come to uproot the root of DOS, which is Barrister Jofo. Barrister Jofo parade before the it may comb like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kileri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
Welcome everyone. Welcome once again. My name remains Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Ogene. If you are just joining me tonight, I want you to hit the like button. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe if you are yet to, and let everyone join us tonight. It is not going to be a very long program. I may just have like 30 minutes, which I will hopefully deliver very well. And if we are very, very, smart and sharp, we will use the other 30 minutes for open mic. That is if we are ready to do that tonight. But our topic tonight is quite interesting. I'm telling you, what do we do? What do we do to ensure that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa's 5 years Biafra program? When our Prime Minister began in 2019, he said, I am not here for a jamboree. I am not here for a long haul. I want to do this in a hurry. I have only 5 years to get this job done. 5 years. 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. 5 years. What do we do to get this job done and to make it a reality? So the people I need tonight are the people that will join me tonight and say, let us do this. This is what we must do, so that this 5 years program that expires this year, 2024, it will become a reality. So that our Prime Minister will wear that crown. So that our Prime Minister will be celebrated worldwide as the one who finished the zoo. Even those who zoo have choked, because there are so many people zoo have choked them. They don't know how to talk. They cannot cough. They are afraid. Like one of my friends from the Middle Belt, my brother, I will call his name. He knows I'm not afraid to call names. If you watch this program, my brother, Innocent Magaji. My brother, Innocent Magaji. Sometimes Innocent Magaji, he will send me videos. He will send me videos from WhatsApp. He said, look at your people. Look at how they are just buying them anyhow. Look at how they are finishing them. It will soon become your turn. You look at how they kidnap Masin Namdekano. They will mess you all up. You better join the politics of Nigeria. You better become one of us. Politics will change Nigeria. Do you know that today Innocent is crying? He's crying on Twitter. You know, at that time, he was a very good friend of Ijele Speaks, Udele. But today, he is lambasting Udele. Udele is changing the narrative. Udele is supporting the Fulani. This same brother, a fantastic guy, I love him that time or before. But when he began to support the zoo, I said, this guy, because he believed he won Nigeria. But today, Nigeria is happening to him, woto. And there's so many of them that are, you know, they are now watching from the side. They say, look at this Biafra is happening, and this people, what they do to Masin Namdekano is not good, and Simon and I is doing great, but this Fulani, they are evil, Look at how they are buying our people now, and we thought the government would have stopped it. Now this government is evil. The same person that was shouting one Nigeria, crying that Nigeria will work, today, he is supporting, let us arm ourselves. Let us go after them. Let us stop our leaders. Let's stop the presidency. Stop the senators. When I see him, I'll laugh. Sometimes I will just go there and comment. I'll say, you better admit that end this contraption to save lives. End this zoological republic, because the earlier the zoo end, the better for your people. If you are waiting for people to fight the government from your side, or those people that are still fighting government by saying we wait for 2027, we need a better leader, better leaders that will fight. There is no better leader as far as Nigeria is concerned that will fight for you. So what am I saying in essence? Those of you that are here tonight, and you know that the only way is the hard way. The hard way that our prime minister have taken. The hard way. Masin Namdekano said, some people tell me, why do you always like the difficult things? I said, I like the hard way. I want it hard so that when we go and fight and win and conquer our enemies, we want to go the hard way. Anything that is soft, it will not work. It won't work. So the hard way which the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic is going is the only way. And this hard way, 5 years project, 2024 is the benediction of that 5 years. What do we do to make it work? I have many comments already. 25 that I'm here to open. Many. What do we do to make it happen? Thank you for joining me, my own Helen. Thank you. Please like and share. Thank you, my own Lola. Thank you, Lola Goibo. Kingsley Nobidima, thank you so much. Helen, I thank you, appreciate you. Onyinye Chuku, thank you so much. Kingsley, the house is full. The comments are flying. What do we do? This is my beloved son, PM, whom I well please listen to him. Masin Namdekano. Thank you. What do we do to make sure that our Prime Minister will finally wear that glorious Biafra crown on behalf of Masin Namdekano? And if the zoo are still holding Masin Namdekano before the benediction of this 2024, and we get the job done, Masin Namdekano will come out like the last dawn, and he's going to come and say, where is my son, Simon? Where is my son? I told you to listen to him. And as he will come out, he will say, come here, my son. Come here, my son, in whom I am well pleased. We are going to see a lot of things tonight. And that is why you need to follow me very, very closely. Follow me very, very closely. What do we do to get this job done in 5 years? like our Prime Minister have programmed for it to happen. 5 years. 5 years program is what they have. 5 years. Yeah. Hey! Okay, let me begin by sharing the screen. If you are here to like this program, you better do so. You better do so. All right, let's go. That's our PM. A few minutes ago, a few hours ago, he made this post public. He has it in picture, but I want to first of all read this one. He says, let me enlarge it. When I joined Biafra struggle in 2019, I vowed. You know, when you make a vow before the Lord with all your heart, and you are committed to that vow, and the Lord knows that the vow you have made is a good vow concerning his own land, the land that floweth with milk and honey, the land that he promised his children. But Simon Ekpa, the dragon, was called upon in 2019, and he made a vow. He said, I vowed that I will fight and declare Biafra in 5 years. 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. He joined in 2019. Then you have to count 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This is the year of the Lord. Somebody said, this is the year of the Lord. This is the year of victory. It is not like your pastors will promise you. It is your year of, reaping without struggle, reaping without sorrow, benefiting without stress. No, we are going to be stressed. You will stress. We are going to fight. We will be fought. But you know the good news? We will win. We will be fought and we will fight. And the good news is that we will win. He said, when I joined Biafra struggle in 2019, I vowed that I will fight and declare Biafra in 5 years. 2024 is the 5th year. You can fight destiny. Betray me as much as you want, but you can't succeed. If you like, gather all the armies of this world to fight against his destiny, to fight against him, to betray him. But I bet you, with my 10 fingers and my 10 foot, you will never succeed. All that is needed, constant resources to push to the end. We need times 3 resources of last year. If last year you push once, this year you have to push 3 times. You know, I am saying this because I know that there are people tonight that are watching me that are desperate for Biafra. Because if you are not desperate for Biafra, then be ready to enter the grave. If you are not desperate for Biafra, one day be ready to be counted among the number of the people that will be unalived, the people that will be died, because only those that are desperate for Biafra will get succor, will get security, will get freedom, will get Biafra. So if you are desperate like Pastor Van, if you are desperate like my Prime Minister, hey, then you have to push 3 times what you pushed last year. If you were given 1 before, give 3. If you know those that have the resources and you know how to convince them, one day go and do the talking. I'm telling you, we will never disappoint you this year because it is a program. It's a program. 2024 Biafra, it is not by prophecy, it is by plan. It is by plan. And this year, this year, we will get the job done. Aga akara aka, anagi eri wangworo. We must prepare ourselves and be ready to defend the land of Biafra when the declaration of restoration of Biafra is finally declared. Thank you, my brother Ayochuku. We must be ready. That is to say, you must push further and further. Our Prime Minister is saying something here. He said, we need ×3 resources of last year. The structural declaration is set. Commitment declaration is done. Institutionalizing the declaration is done. Let us push to the finishing line. Tell your neighbor, join us. Let us push to the finishing line. Yeah. Our next project is the Biafra currency and Biafra Federal Reserve. Our next project is what? The Biafra currency and Biafra Federal Reserve. Let me get you the picture as it were with our Prime Minister. But first of all, let me play this video for you. Let me play this video for you. Watch this video. I will play now very quickly. It's not from our PA, but just watch it.
Mana amaro mmadụ na-soje bank na 1970 oge asị ndị Biafra weta ego fa ka echenji elofa. Amaro mmadụ na-etofutego mgbe 1970 echenji si ego onwe ndị buje 1 million, when the 10 million, when the 1 million, when the 100,000, man, everybody was giving 20 pounds. I did blessed. Makonya agwa no 20 pounds. Kaiji bido na 1970. Ọtụtụ ndị kwa ya akara ọmụkọ n'unu mgbe a. But yes, mana, we survived. So
we survived. We survived. Remember, our Prime Minister he always said this in one of his videos. This thing that this man is saying now, I always play that video. Listen to it.
I am the product and the survival of children and the generation that were starved to death. And I'm very, very angry. I'm very, very angry. Instead of that we cannot get this Biafra, I will turn to a beast. I will turn to a beast. I will become a beast. You see those children that you see, you count their ribs, and their stomach are big. You see their stomachs running up every day. We came from them. This generation of Biafra, we come from them. We come from their survivors. And you know, I will be a beast. I will be a beast for Biafra to come. It doesn't matter what you think about it, but I'm telling you now today that 20 pounds, we are the product, the end product of 20 pounds each. We are the end product of Kwashoko. We came from Kwashoko. Malnutrition, starvation, genocide. But our grandchildren, our grandfather, our fathers, they survived it. They survived it. I want you to document the video I'm doing because it will go down in history of humankind. How we are going to get this Biafra. Or at least, how we are going to disintegrate Nigeria. How we dissolve Nigeria will go into the history of mankind. And I will be part of it. And some people are beating their chest to be part of the ethnic cleansing, jihad, killing.
So you see, when this man is telling you we survived, it is the same thing our Prime Minister is saying, we survived it. We what? We survived it.
Mana amaro mmadụ na-soje bank na 1970 oge asị ndị Biafra weta ego fa ka echenji elofa. Amaro mmadụ na-etofutego mgbe 1970 echenji si ego onwe ndị buje 1 million, when the 10 million, when the 1 million, when the 100,000, man, everybody was giving 20 pounds. I did blessed. Makonya agwa no 20 pounds. ka anyị ji bido na 1970 ọtụtụ ndị kwa ya akara ọmụkọ n'ụnụ mgbe a.
You see, but we survived. But we did what? We survived. So many of us were not born then. These are people that are telling the story of how they survived it, how they made it with 20 pounds. And some of the people that supported Nigeria then, today they are crying. They are crying today. Today they are in misery. But we don't enjoy their misery. That's our people in the middle belt. We don't enjoy their misery, you know, and they're crying for help. And we're giving them helping hand. Because together now, they will realize that how what they did was so terrible. And now they will understand why they shouldn't have done what they did. This is the picture, and like I read what our Prime Minister said, it is a picture, so you can go to the Twitter and share that picture so that those that don't understand how seriously it is will understand. He said, when I joined Biafra struggle in 2019, I vowed that I will fight and declare Biafra in 5 years. 2024 is the 5th year. You can fight destiny, betray me as much as you want, but you can't succeed. All that is needed is what? Constant resources to push to the end. We need 3 times resources. We need times 3 of last year, times 3 resources of last year. The structural declaration is set. Commitment declaration is done. Institutionalizing the declaration is done. Let us push to the finishing line. Our next project is the Biafra currency and Biafra Federal Reserve. That is our next project. And there are many narratives we are going to be painting and going to be putting out there for the world to know how important this is. Because so many of the things our Prime Minister have been putting out from his days in the Facebook that have circulated the whole world, that made you and I to know him. Remember his days of, delegitimizing Nigeria. Remember his days of changing the narrative. Remember those days. All those things he was doing, bringing out the terrible acts of the Fulanis. Some of those things are paying off now. Some of the Fulani people that got that gospel there, some of them have repented. Some of them are now backing what our Prime Minister was saying. Some of them are now, some of the people pushing even the narrative even further to make the world know that Fulani are people with demonic, dangerous intention. And if care is not taken, they will not only harm the people in that contraption, they will extend it to the ends of the earth. So those that are backing Biafra now, that are putting their back against Biafra now, it is time they remember that it is time they know that if they do not support Biafra, Biafra will fight for itself and get its freedom. But these people they are backing up will become their nightmare by the time Biafra is already free from the onslaught. Why am I saying this? There is one Fulani guy. I saw his video. Can I get that video now? Let me see. I saw the video today. Let me see if I'm able to get that video. No. Wait. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, this is it. All right. I know you guys must have seen it, but let's listen to it together. I'm going to bring the link very soon. Just be patient with me. Listen to this Fulani guy.
200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with...
How many times have we told them that these people are not from Nigeria? And they came and they are creating problems. Britain is supporting them. America is supporting them. EU is supporting them. They are creating problems, but they are not from Nigeria. But all these people, they are supporting them. This is their own brother. Still telling you people, yet you will not do anything. Wait until it backfires.
People, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Yapullo, Felatiyin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods.
You cannot spread Islam in certain areas and in certain periods. Ibila said this one, the sea road. Certain areas, Biafra, you cannot spread Islam in Biafra. Certain period, 2023, 2024, you can never succeed in spreading Islam in Biafra land or in Biafra area, 2023, 2024. We are ready against you. You cannot succeed. This is their own brother telling them. But do you think they will listen to their brother? No, no, no. They will not listen to their brother, but we will teach them a lesson. They will never forget in a hurry. That is why we are calling upon you. If you want our prime minister to succeed this year, one day, everything na double, everything na double. Bomb na double, everything na double, AK-47 na double, I say na double, bullet na double, oh, na double, gun na double, na double, bomb na double, na double, everything na double, everything na double. If we had one before, we'll add one join. If we had 3 before, we'll add 4 join. Double, so that we will teach them a lesson they will not forget in a hurry, because they are stubborn animal. They are stubborn goats. You see the way their goats behave, man. That's why they rear malu. They behave like malu. So we deal with them like malu. Since they will not leave us alone, we will teach them the malu lesson. Yes. Let's hear their brother talk to them. Whether they will listen again. Let me start it from the top. Listen from the beginning.
200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Yapullo, Felatiyin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods. If you do it, it will be by force, and it's not going to work. As nomadic people, their future is not to keep on going more and more south into the lands that your ancestors called the Sudan and invade farmers' land. The future of the nomads is to take back the north, which is your ancestral lands as Fulani people.
You see that? If you know where they have told you, go there and take Tanto. After all, those ones, they have submitted themselves to you. They have surrendered to you. So if you want to occupy the north, bow them down, use them as you want, turn them to Malu, anything you like, do with them for us. In the east, for us, in the south, you cannot come to our place and succeed. We will teach you the lesson you will never forget. And that is why our Prime Minister is talking to those in Europe. He's telling them if they will care to listen. Because if they will not listen, they will regret it. They will regret it. Our Prime Minister is telling them. We told Europe that if they don't support Biafra to stop the zoo this year, the zoo will sponsor Ndinarobara, and they will attack in Europe. The zoo will sponsor them, and they will attack Europe. That's why we're telling you, like our Prime Minister is telling you today, this post is made by the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and I want you to read it for yourself. Because of community guideline, I may not be mentioning some of the words. So read it for yourself. We told Europe that if they don't support Biafra to stop the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom this year, the zoo called Nigeria will sponsor Osama children. The zoo will sponsor Osama children. The zoo will sponsor Hamas people. Then they will attack in Europe. So Europe, this is a warning for you, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. On this day, the 4th day of January 2024, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. You know, all the early days when our Prime Minister and Master Namdekan was saying all these things, there is one Efulefu, one stomach infrastructure idiot, who also was making posts. You know him, Femi Fani-Kayode. How many of you remember him? He made this post 2017, even before our Prime Minister came on board. He made this post. Listen, but today, he's now their spokesperson. He's now the spokesperson of Hamas. But this post was made 2017. Let us read it together. From Femi Fani-Kayode. In Meduguri, the citizens know that Governor Shetima is the Boko Haram boss and the keeper of Chibok girls. Please, hope you know who this Governor Shetima is. Governor Shetima, who was governor of Meduguri, Borno State, he is now the vice president of the Zoological Republic. This man here, who those days he used to speak the truth, whenever he is hungry, he would not change and begin to speak from the other side of his mouth. But at least he spoke this truth in 2017. What did he say? In Meduguri, the citizens know, go to Meduguri and confirm. The citizens know that Governor Shetima, who is now the vice president, is the Boko Haram boss and the keeper of Chibok girls. How many of you remember Chibok girls? Do you remember bring back the girls? Okay. Ali Modu Sheriff. Shetima is indeed the keeper of the Chibok girls, while Sheriff himself is the founder and father of Boko Haram. Both men are murderous people. You see it? Okay, so this is the post that Femi Fani-Kayode made 2017. Very, very relevant today. You can see it. So when you see all these things going on in Plateau, all the Plateau people crying, understand who is responsible. Now, these Plateau people, they are crying. Let's listen to this, our sister from that side. Let's hear her.
Do you know that most of these places that are under attack in northern Nigeria have some of the biggest natural resources underneath the ground? And the trading of those natural resources are going on while people are being killed in those communities.
Okay.
Do you know? Now, let me bring you up to speed real quick. If you realize some of the most fertile lands in northern Nigeria are the ones that are being attacked. Most of our fresh, beautiful vegetables and fruits come from Plateau State. Do you know what is under those fertile lands? It is also solid minerals. Guza. For some of you who know, you know. People are killed daily while miners are mining those lands. How can you raise down an entire village? Bring it down to ashes. Evacuate everybody there. and go behind their backs to go and be mining their gold. How wicked can you be?
Okay.
Do you know that it's also affecting not only our economy, but also the food supply for the common man who cannot afford to eat? I am a farmer. Yes, I'm an agri-entrepreneur. I deal with grains. And the rate at which food is going to be scarce in 2024, you are not ready for it. Things that we buy for as low as 20,000 when they are in surplus, we bought this year for 80,000 naira when it was in surplus. You are not ready for it. For us who do food storage business, we know exactly what you are saying. Ask anybody who is into farming. Underneath all of this madness, this crisis of insecurity, is a major business of natural resource buying and selling. Illegal. Zamfara has gold.
Okay, thank you. You know, some of them, when you tell them about ending Nigeria, they will tell you P2P will come back. Some of them, now, this girl now, if you go and meet her now, tell her about ending that contraction, about Biafra, or about breaking up Nigeria, they will tell you, don't worry, we are going to chase them out, P2P will come out. Now, you see them? You see what they're doing? They are chasing out villagers, chasing out communities within that place. Is mining. The mining is going on. The people mining are the terrorists that are guiding them and are also part of the miners. But the communities that live around there that own the place where they are mining, they chase them out. And the fertile lands, they cannot farm anymore. Did you see the video I posted on my Twitter today? Sometimes the farmers say sometimes they will come. They said that be happening for long. They will come, they will buy one person, and they will say, they will go. Then later they will come again and say, we don't want to buy anybody. They will meet the farmers and say, okay, farmers, you must give us money this time. We don't want to buy anybody. The farmers will give them money. They will go. Next time they will come again and they will buy 2 people. And then they will go back again. Every time they are always crying. That is why we must end any relationship we have with Nigeria. We must end it so that we will be self-sufficient. We will plant our own farm. We will grow our own crops. We will grow our own agriculture. There will be no Fulani terrorists in our land. So if they are suffering Fulani and as they refuse to eject them, then maybe those that survive it will now be buying grain or buying food from Biafra. We'll sell for them. We'll give them price. Like in Israel today, all those people fighting Israel, most of them, they survive by the vegetables that come from Israel. They survive by so many things that come from Israel. But yet, they are fighting to end Israel. Would they succeed in ending Israel? Lie to lie. The same way, they can never, ever succeed in ending Biafra, because the way Israel is strong is the same way we are strong, because we have a holy, spiritually divine heritage with Israel. Holy, divine, and spiritual. Why do I say so? I will show you now why I say so. Watch this video and then maybe I'll open the line so that we will now talk about what do we do to ensure that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, his 5 years Biafra program becomes a reality. Watch first of all and see our heritage, our unique heritage with Israel. How we are one. Why did we just copy from them? No. I would even say that most of them that are there today that are not the real Israel, because we are the real Israel of God, they copied from us. That's why you see some of their journalists traveling everywhere to be able to find out the real history of Israel. Most of them copied from us. Now, look at us, the true heritage that we have. I'm going to play this now.
Now, let's look into this. Here are some Jewish traditions of Ndiwo. It is common to say Jews are Igbos and Igbos are Hebrew. these are traditions that Igbo still respect and regard today that are also common with Jews. These traditions were before the missionaries came to Africa. Number 1, Nsonwani. In Igbo land, women live apart from their husbands and neither cook for them or enter their husband's quarter when they are in their period. They are seen as unclean. Even up to today, such practice is still applicable in some parts of Igbo land, especially by the traditionalists. Before a woman can enter the palace of Obi of Onisha, she will be asked if she is in her period. If yes, she will be asked to stay out. Now let's see Leviticus 15:19-20. When a woman has a monthly period, she remains unclean. Anyone who touches her or anything she has sat on becomes unclean. Number 2, Anobi. An Igbo man's ancestral heritage, called Anobi, is not sellable. Elders will not permit this. If this is somehow done due to the influence of the West, the person is considered a fool and is ostracized by the community. Yeah, though in this age, it is not so much applicable. Let's see 1 Kings 21:3. I inherited this vineyard from my ancestors, and the Lord forbid that I should sell it, said Naboth. Now, number 3, Ikuchiwani. Igbos have practiced the taking of a late brother's wife into marriage after she had been widowed until the white man came. Now it is rarely done, but except in a very rural village. Let's see Deuteronomy 25:5. A widow of a dead man is not to be married outside the family. It is the duty of the dead man's brother to marry her. Number 4, Igbo Odibo. In Igbo land, there is a unique form of apprenticeship in which either a male family member or a community member will spend 6 years, usually in their teens to their adulthood, working for another family. And on the 7th year, the head of the host household, who is usually the older man who brought the apprentice into his household, will establish the apprentice by either setting up a business for him or giving money or tools by which to make a living. Now let's see Exodus 21:2. If you buy a Hebrew slave, he shall serve you for 6 years. In the 7th year, he is to be set free without having to pay you anything. Now, number 5. In Igbo land, the yam is very important as it is their staple crop. There are celebrations such as the New Yam Festival. In Igbo it's called Iriji, which are held for the harvesting of the yam. New Yam Festival in Igbo, Iriji, is celebrated annually to secure a good harvest of the staple crop. In the olden days, it is an abomination for one to eat a new harvest before the festival. It's a tradition that you give the gods of the land first as a thanksgiving. Now let's see Deuteronomy 16:9. Count 7 weeks from the time that you begin to harvest the crop and celebrate the harvest festival to honor the Lord your God by bringing him a free will offering in proportion to the blessing he has given you. Celebrate in the Lord's presence together with your children, servants, foreigners. Be sure that you obey my command, says the Lord. Now, number 6, Ibiugu. In Igbo land, it's a tradition that the male children are circumcised on the 8th day. This tradition is still practiced till date. Let's see Leviticus 12:3. On the 8th day, the child shall be circumcised. Number 7, Omugwo. In Igbo land, there is a practice known as Ile Omugwo. After a woman has given birth to a child, a very close and experienced relative of hers, in most cases her mother, is required by tradition to come spend time with her and her husband, during which she is to do all the work of the wife, while the new mom's only assignment to the baby will be to breastfeed. This goes on for a month or more. In the Igbo old tradition, at this time, the new mom lives apart from her husband, would not cook or enter his quarters. Now let's see Leviticus 12:1-4. For 7 days after a woman gives birth, she is ritually unclean, as she is during her monthly period. It will be 33 days until she is ritually clean from the loss of blood. She is not to touch anything that is holy.
See that? You see our connection? You see why they could not defeat Israel? You see why they can never defeat Israel? The same way why they could not defeat us, and they can never be able to defeat us. So we must join our PM to bring this to fruition, to make sure that this becomes a reality. This particular 2024, we must make sure it happens. And the earlier it happens, the better for us. The better for us. Instead of, some of your pastors teaching you some of these things, they will not teach you. Rather, they will be prophesying every new year. The country they are prophesying is going down every year. The more they are prophesying. I want us to listen to this young man who gave analysis of the deception that most of you have been going through, that makes you to remain in a circle, in that contraption. But this year is the end of it, because together with the Prime Minister, we are getting Biafra, and we will never be a part of this criminal, pastoral criminality anymore in the zoo. We are now children of heaven, Umuchineke. Listen to this young man as he gives analysis, and then maybe we'll open the line. Let's listen to him very, very quickly.
Aside fostering your own religious dynasties, building school ministries and everything, the only other thing some of you daddies in the Lord have added to national development is yearly churning out of prophecies and declarations. Nigeria, this year thy glory is upon thee, is your year of abundance, and that, amen. That year, 800 people killed in Borno, 1,000 killed in Plateau, people killed in churches in Taraba, in Benue, 1,000 displaced in Benue, a church attacked in Francis Xavier in Owo, everything, a bus loaded with Christians going to camp or going to convention, kidnapped with men of God. In that same year, a lot of the woman, one Mrs. Eunice Olawale, who was killed sometime in Abuja, I think July 9th, 2016. What happened to the killers of that woman? What happened? Did you hear prosecution or arrest? No, we move on. But we continue to support the government, and we continue to make declarations and continue in this kind of religious rhetoric and innuendos when you know it has not moved the country forward. Daddy, how is it possible that a government will be able to run on prophecies and declarations when you do not even run your own ministries on merely prophecies and declarations? A government that is a secular state that might even be made up of unbelievers, you believe that the anyhowness in government will be corrected by prophecies and declarations. When your own ministries, if you look at the successes of our religious institutions, you will see a deliberate attempt at accountability and building success. Have you seen any church university come to say that we are prophesying that this year we will have 1,000 first-class graduates? No, there is a track record. The instructions, it comes from general overseer, AGOs, provincial, zonal, parish, well aligned. You see that there is deliberate attempt to build success, but somehow you believe that government will be able to run on prophecies and declaration. If that is the case, so what prophecy is building the economy of Saudi Arabia, of China, Japan, and the rest of them? Even Israel does not protect its nation by prophecies and declarations. And then you continue, you declare upon us, you are left with pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire at night. But daddy, amen. But daddy in the Lord, you are not only using pillar of cloud by day. Aside pillar of cloud, you are also using bulletproof SUV. So you are using double factor authentication. If bulletproof SUV does not, if the pillar of cloud does not work, the SUV must protect you. Aside that, you also have armed security men protecting you, protecting your wife, mama, protecting your children, extended and nuclear family. But we are only able to use the pillar of cloud by day. And I'm not against people protecting their lives. If you're a public figure, you should take your personal security seriously. But my dear brother, no life should be more important than the other. We are all the same human beings under God. If God gives you the opportunity to enjoy such luxury and affluence, the honor should be on you. You should have the moral and spiritual obligation, my daddy in the Lord, to at least help us that that you hold leadership accountable, that they do what they need to do, so that at the minimum, we, your own floor, and the average citizens who may not be able to afford the sophisticated security that protects you, we should be able to live in safe communities and neighborhoods. How about now, Daddy? The unanointed should not die as a result of bad government, while the anointed continues to befriend and romance with the same politicians who put the unanointed in that precarious situation. When you see the statistics in the nation, how does it bother you? You see, as I am reading, even on news on this thing today, 15 million children out of school, an entire generation of people have no opportunities to be educated. And it is not a problem to you. Maternal mortality, child mortality, all of the issues, sexual violence and the rest, child labor. People are risking their lives through Sahara Desert to leave this country. And you come out to keep telling us that we should do this, Saul will come, David will come, we should help support the new government. Daddy, where exactly is your humanity? Where is your conscience when it comes to the issues that affect the average citizens in this country? Since yourself and your family are insulated from this entire rubble, how about now? As we are seated here talking, you are Muslim, he's Christian, I am Christian. But looking at your face, I do not relate with you whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian. Because as I look at you, I may not have seen God, but I have seen you. And I know that what is good for me is also good for you. And that should be the important thing to us. What Nigerian youths are calling on is not that government should be killed or politicians' votes should all be destroyed, but give way for competent people to take charge. Let there be shared prosperity. The inequality gap is too high across vertical and horizontal lines. A few are living in too much luxury and a majority living in extreme poverty. It should not be so. And if these things do not bother you and you hide under the garment of religion to continue pushing this hypocritical rhetoric and innuendos, then it is a shame on you and you should be disappointed in yourself. We must do better as a country and leave a better society for the younger ones and generation behind us. May Nigerians rise up and do.
When they keep saying this, at the end of the day, they will still say we must do better as a country. You know why you can never do better as a country? Now, let me bust you again very quickly. I didn't want to go there, but listen to why you will never do better as a country. Because your country is not a country. It is a business center programmed like this. And the people that created you have set this set of animals to rule your country. That's why it can never be better as a country. Listen to this very quickly. I know somebody else that did it, but it's shorter. I don't want to go to the full length of this audio, but listen to this.
And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years.
This is the leaked audio, the audio between Shetima and the Kunle of Ogun State. Okay? Listen to it. Let me take it to the top.
And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful and relevant again in the Southeast.
You see, they are planning that you, as Mwafibo, you as a Biafran, that you will never be relevant again in the Southeast. Do you understand? That you will never be relevant again in the Southeast. And this man that is saying this thing here, come and see him. I will come back to this video. Come and see where your governor decorated him. Look at him. He's the one that is in the middle here. Do you see him in the middle here? He's the one that is saying that you will never be useful to yourself. Look at him in the middle here. Your governor, Soludo, decorated him with this regalia. And thank God our Prime Minister has said that in Biafra land, this particular cloth, they wore Shetima, and use it in Biafra land, that it is banned in Biafra land. Banned. Nobody must be seen wearing these clothes in Biafra land. He has made these clothes to become an abomination in Biafra land. This man is telling you that your land, your own Biafra land, you will not be able to be useful to yourself. Listen to him again.
And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful and relevant again in the Southeast. Wait and see.
Oh, man, don't bust, oh. This one, now shocking story, oh, you don't bust. If you know, say you be Igbo person, or you dey live for East, oh, man, draw your chair, you sit down. this casala wey boss so and then you listen attentively. When this video, I'm gonna share me go viral. My as the Igbo brothers and Igbo sister, I need to see this video. When I watch the video, when I see what TV say on an incoming vice president, your come outside so when I listen.
What Oba of Lagos said that we are pushing them to the ocean. Most of these markets that are banning in Lagos, look at it, they are Igbo-dominated markets. You get me? In fact, some Yoruba were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbos to come and dominate them. And it's over now. And it's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. You get me? That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status. We are going to have a kind of semi-regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. It means nobody again will control Lagos. The indigenes of Lagos are the ones that are going to control Lagos. They can form land policies. Do you get me? They may decide to say, you as a Yoruba man in Lagos, you will pay 5,000 naira per annum for a land. As me as a Hausa man, I will pay 10,000 naira. Igbo man will pay 1 million naira. This is why they are eating for. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least not we are liberal, but in the southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of northwest economic development. The west has the ocean. Can you hear me? Yes. The north has agricultural produce. Yes. So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the north. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the two regions.
You see, he said they will finally finish them in Lagos.
Let them drink their oil.
He said, let them drink their oil.
This is the plan on ground.
He said, this is the plan on ground. That's how he ended it. He said, this is the plan on ground. I want to allow you to hear that the last line.
And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the two regions. Let them drink their oil. This is the plan on ground.
This is the plan on ground. This is what? The plan on ground. And we are not going to fold our hands and allow them succeed with that plan. So those of you that are victims already, we are sorry. It is because you were stubborn. It is because when you were being warned, you did not hear. Some of you are victims already. And there's some people are still not listening. They may still be victims tomorrow. So going forward, anybody that is a victim of this plan on ground, in the West, in Lagos, or in Kaduna, in Kano, in Abuja, you become a victim. Nobody will be sorry for you. Because like I'm telling you now, I have opened this line right now. I'm going to put the link that what you need to do to support our Prime Minister, to make sure that the 5 years program for Biafra restoration becomes a reality this year, because it culminates this year, because the benediction will be this year, because the victory song will be sung this year, and you must be a part of that victory song. But if you choose to remain in Nigeria and you believe that you will not be a victim again, no problem. It is your choice. Those of us that are ready will go home. And when we are home, we'll be waiting for you to cry and come and meet us. Whether or not you will cry, you must cry. It is just a matter of time before you start crying back home. It is just a matter of time. All right. So what do we do to ensure that our Prime Minister and his plan of 5 years for Biafra program becomes a reality? There's something that our Prime Minister said on the space the other day, and he repeated it again today. He said, look, If you want this thing to happen very fast, you need to support me with guns, support me with bullets, support me with every equipment that we use to protect our land, to protect ourselves. You need to support me. He said it. You need to go to the website, or you need to make a call across to us, ask us how you can be of help, and we'll tell you. Because you do not expect him to succeed without bullets, without RPGs, without the equivalent or more sophisticated of what the enemies have and that they are going to be using against us. So we have all the structures. He had told you that every structure, everything is on ground. Everything has been done. And now, this year, we are going for the final onslaught. The final onslaught. And by the time we are done with it, the database is ready and Biafrans are registered. When the database has been set up and the link is out for everyone to register, we will make sure that Biafrans, over 20 million Biafrans, at least, minimum of 20 million Biafrans should be able to register under the database and vote. After we have voted and have casted our votes, then we will come to Helsinki, where we are going to sink the zoo and count the vote. When we have finished counting the vote, Biafra will be declared. And when we declare Biafra, one day, we are not going to stand barefooted or handless. We are going to stand gidigbam, gidigbam. We are going to stand what? Gidigbam, gidigbam. So if they are ta 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 ta, we will be to 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 to. If they are t t t t, we will be ta 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 ta. I'm telling you, we will be gidigbam, gidigbam. So we need you to support that gidigbam, gidigbam. If you want it to happen, if you want it to be a reality, you must support. You must. So don't stay there and join your pastors that are prophesying and say you are praying. No, it is not prayer that will do it. It is action. We have already prayed. God has given us victory. So all we need to do is to equip ourselves and fight. All we need to do now is what? Equip ourselves and fight. Now, I'll be putting up the link. And if you're already there, join me, tell me or tell Biafrans how you think or what you think we can do to ensure our PM Simon Ekpa's 5 years Biafra program becomes a reality. What do you think we can do to support him? We're not asking you whether it will succeed. It must succeed. So how do you support him? How can you support him? How can you? The link is there. Pick up the link and join me. Pick up the link and join me. We have at least 30 minutes of that time. Pick up the link, please. Pick up the link, please. Pick up the link, please. Okay. I'm pinning this. I've pinned it here. Pick up the link and join me. Tell me what you can do. What Biafra should be doing. At least now. To make sure. Because so many of you are saying, declare Biafra. Declare Biafra. When are you declaring Biafra? Biafra will be declared this year. And for it to become a reality, how can you make your support? What do you think you can do? What do you think you can do? And many of us are asking questions of how they can make donations or where their admins are. I will do a quick review of the numbers today so that we can so that you can go give your put a call across to your admins and put in your support. Please, the link is there. If nobody is coming, I will assume that we already know what to do. I will say a few things and then I'll call it a night. 1 minute. Let me put with be in USA. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me show you your admins. There. Okay. Hope the things are. Hope they are big enough. Can you see them? Let me see if this. Okay, I think they're big enough. People can see and you can read the numbers. Okay, Dr. Aggie. Dr. Aggie, this Dr. Aggie's name is not. Dr. Aggie is the continental rep for North America. North America is Dr. Aggie. +1 404 933 7466. WhatsApp only. Then we have Azubike +1 919 627 2134. WhatsApp only. These are your reps in North America. Okay. Then USA, you have California. Let me increase it more. Okay. I think it's bigger now. Wow, it's even bigger now. Okay. You have California. You can see the phone number there. Please, as I'm going to be scrolling it, I will not be able to read all the numbers because there are so many. Let me see. You can see the things are larger and they're big. Oh, the Rastaman is here. Rastaman, you're welcome. Azubike Felix is here. Okay, let me just bring you guys in the room while I just go through this coordinator because this is very important. So these are your coordinators. California, you have the phone number. Connecticut, you have the phone number. DC, the phone number is there. Florida, these are the numbers you can call if you are in any of these places to ask them how you can support the movement, because you want to know what you can do for us to succeed this 2024. Call these numbers if they are close to you and if they are accessible to you. Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland in the USA, Massachusetts in the USA, New Jersey in the USA, New Mexico in the USA, New York City in the USA, North Carolina in the USA. Please, the numbers are big enough. You can take a screenshot if it gets to your own state or your own area. Ohio in the USA, Oklahoma in the USA, Oregon in the USA, Pennsylvania in the USA, Texas in the USA, Virginia in the USA, Washington State in the USA. Countries and the phone numbers. Algeria in Africa, Angola in Africa, Austria in Europe, Australia in Oceanic. Am I correct? Bahrain, you have Bahrain. Bahrain is in Asia and the Middle East. Belgium, Benin, that's the Benin Republic, Republic of Benin. Brazil, Cambodia, Canada, Cape Verde, China. My goodness me, we are everywhere. Congo Democratic Republic, Cyprus. All these places are our liaison contacts, how you can support and make sure the job is done this year. Denmark, you have the phone number. Finland, the finishing land, you have the phone number there. France, you have your number. French Guiana, you have the number. Gabon, you have the number. Germany, Ghana, Greece, Hong Kong, Ireland, India. Wow, now we are everywhere. Indonesia, we are in the most Islamic populated country in the whole world, Indonesia. IPOB, Biafra Republic government is there. My goodness me. Israel, the Holy Land of Israel. Italy, my own Italy, is here. Ivory Coast, wow. Japan in the Far East. Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Korea, Liberia, Libya, Malaysia. The phone numbers are there. These phone numbers I'm calling, take a screenshot. You don't need to call me later and say, please, I need that number. Take a screenshot, get the number, and call your rep. Malaysia, Malta, Mauritania, Morocco, Mozambique, Netherlands, which is Holland, New Zealand. Wow, New Zealand is so good. They have 2 numbers. New Zealand, Norway, Oman, almost all the Muslim countries, we have our representative there. We have our liaison offices. Pakistan, Philippines, Portugal, Qatar, Russia. Oh my Russia. Russia is too good. They have 2 numbers. Russia. Even in Saudi Arabia, we have a representative. My goodness me. South Africa, Spain, Suriname, my goodness me. Sweden, Switzerland, Thailand, that's in Bangkok, Togo, Turkey. Even Erdogan could not stop us. My goodness me. UAE, UK, we need to defeat UK, save our people from UK, and that's the need for us to have 2 numbers in UK. UK, Virgin Islands, and then more to come. More to come. Tell your neighbor, more to come. Tell your neighbor, more to come. Anyị kwadoro akwado ka esi kwado ugbu a abụrụ ka esi kwado na mbụ. Rastaman, before I will give you the phone. Wait, before I give you microphone, make I blast the bedu now. Bedu with the boss break. Make I blast the bedu. Oh, get it. Biafrans, share this program. Let us
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set my name, they can't free. One war, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge bless Biafra. Chukwuki Biafra bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Boo, Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom. Jawe must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwuki Biafra bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulani. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling, Niger State and Plateau State, every day. You who love me to bed state, every day, every day, every day. How I move, don't do. They say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them it's a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biafra bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists. Like the man called Shegumi terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dexinabioni terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Patami terrorist. Boko Haram in the army terrorist. They stop the people from farming terrorist. Abubakar Malami terrorist. Mainstream media swami terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafran's fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I judge a bless. Chukwu Kika Biafra bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, run them out of do the land, one day, run them out now, run them out now. Yo, divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away Biafra. Black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus gave away. Biafra.
Yes. Marcus gave away, Biafra.
Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
When he was called, when he took the mantle, he said 5 years. 5 years. And this is 2024, the 5th year. And Biafra must be declared. What? Azubike, mute yourself. What can we do to support him and make it a reality? Please go ahead, Rastaman.
Greetings, dear friends. I mean, we don't need a torchlight to look for the sun. No flashlight. You don't need a candle to start looking for the sun. We know what it is. When he mentioned that he's not going to fight for Biafra forever, that's maximum 5 years. This is not just because he's saying it. I remember when he said it. You know, we all were there, and we have seen his input. You know, we see his input all this while, and how resilient, how consistent he is, and it's very, very obvious. And he made it very, very clear as well. Said that ×3 of what you've been doing. So now you've been watching all these things and following the program up till now and don't understand. I will only have to tell you, if you don't know Biafra by now, you will never know Biafra. If you don't know Biafra by now, you will never know Biafra. As my brother did tell already, the bond with Israel. I'm not digressing because the more we know ourselves better, I'm going to come with Rastafari dimension of Biafra.
Wow.
No, because if this particular song that finished, the next here and there is Marcus Garvey. You remember?
Yes.
So I heard what our Prime Minister said the other day. I wanted to even make a small documentary that I will send to you to send him. But as somebody mentioned it here now, let me share it, and I will then still go and make the documentary. It's about our flag. Marcus Garvey created our flag. It's not Arab thing.
Okay.
Marcus Garvey, that is why I say Marcus Garvey, that is just because of that flag. And he said, because Marcus Garvey was born 1887. And when he was born, if you put in Google now, John Marcus, there is no way you will not see the association with Marcus Garvey and John the Baptist. Because he became the forerunner to point to the east. Because when you read your Revelation 7 verse 2, it talks about the angel from the rising of the sun with the seal of the living God. And this is the same person you saw in Revelation 5:5, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. That is Haile Selassie. So that is why Ethiopia was not colonized. And this was why he conquered the Italian, the Mussolini. So, and now, Marcus Garvey was the man who they took from the coast of the slave coast in Africa. And now, if you read Deuteronomy 28:68, this talking about who are Israel. Our people, go into the Bible and you see yourself. There were no other people who were carried in ships into slavery. When Moses was telling them this, they did not go to Egypt with sheep, but he's telling them, if you don't follow the way of the Most High, you will be carried in ships. My brother, if we throw away Marcus Garvey, throw that history that bears witness to prophecy, it's like we throw away our history and the dignity, and that's the covenant of Israel you're talking about. And now, Christopher Columbus, we call him Christopher, because he's not bearing Christ. He's a thief indeed. So now he marked the beginning of slavery, so to say, because he started the voyage, and it was 1492, exactly 4 years, 400 years, which is what was the thing, because for 40 years he just tribal generation. This is why we were 40 years in the wilderness, and this is why you will see David 40 years on the throne and things like this. It's same thing with Haile Selassie. So now, when we check the 400 years, it has to do with of our whole people as a whole. Now, it has to do with the 400 years. So 400 years later, this man that Marcus Garvey, who is designer of our flag, was the forerunner, was pointing from Jamaica where they carried him. And I think, was it in 2020, our leader was making a program. He was quoting Marcus Garvey. I have to find which broadcast was that. And he said that Marcus Garvey was a Biafran. He was taken from Biafra land. I never associated him with that. I know Marcus very well, but people always associate maybe Ghana, associating with Kwame Nkrumah. But our leader said that Marcus Garvey must have been a Biafran, So this man who became our forerunner, who pinpointed about who was born in 1887, and pinpointing this man that was going to be crowned the King of Kings and the Light of the World and King of Israel. This man was the man that you see in Psalm 87 with Ethiopia. This man was born. So that glory of Ethiopia not being colonized until the creeping so-called coup, because all those things had to happen, that is the man of the Psalm 87. So now, when we look into this flag that this man, after some racist people was saying that he organized the Universal Negro Improvement Association called the Union. So now this, imagine black people, universal black people, and that is the vision of our prime minister. That is the vision of our Oyendu when he said that Biafra will bring a life to everybody. That is universalness or universality of it. So that is the same thing in the Universal Negro Improvement Association called the Union. So now, when some racist people were saying that every nation gets their own flag, but black people not. So this man, because of that, 1920, he created this flag. The red represents the blood that flows. Then the black is the black people worldwide. Then the green is the resources and vegetation. That is what the flag is. So they call it Pan-African flag. Some say Black Liberation flag. Some call it Gaveism flag. They call it some other names. Then later it's like borrowed it, but they put Islamic thing on it. It influenced Kenya's flag a bit, even Uganda, but they added other colors to it, So, but Biafra now came, already have the rising sun on it. And this is where this inspiration. And now the Biafra now, we say that the black is for the mourning that we mourn because of the pogrom and everything that happened, But the root of it is the same inspiration. Our prime minister will say that we are beginning a civilization that will favor all, even to save Europe too and everybody. So now this I will have to make a documentary where we go deeper into that flag, So
Just cut some time out for some people. You know, you are still going to stay a long time, so that others will just make a contribution.
Okay. So my people, as I said a while ago, we know they take the thing where they wear for hand, they know they take a mirror, they look for them. You know, need anything. So we know what it needs. And if you one thing I want to tell our people also, if you are living in that zoo, try to put your money in hard currency. If there's a way you can put your money in a hard currency, because what we go do to that country not go survive. If you have the illusion say you go survive, you will waste your time. We are dealing with the ghost. The country is dead already. We are just trying here to kick away the ghost. So if any of our people, if you have some money, put it in some better currency so that when we crash them, it will follow crash. Our prime minister said today already that any company that is not trying to secure themselves, they will lose, they will be trapped. So don't let your team trap and don't get a vain hope that there's any mercantilism for the legal area. Legal area is dead. So put your seed, put your trust in God Almighty that is working with us, who have justice, who have equality, who have humanity in our side to trample this negativity. Remember that our head, who is leading us now, is our prime minister, and the man, they move back. The man, as he stands, gidiwam, and as the man, he swallow in word. If you see him, because his heart is pure, anything where he say, it will go through. So I'm the same thing when you don't see the 5 years where tell you now. So make you put what you they put. Focus on them. We know they lose. We know they lose.
Thank you, Rastaman. Thank you very much. You are still on board. Thank you so much. We need to unmute you for the time now. Oh, Aloy. Oh, Aloy. Yes, take the microphone. Oh, Aloy. Mweru.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello, Pastor Vam.
Yeah, go ahead. You have the microphone.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy to join you guys today in this history making. I'm very, very happy. I've also been trying to see if I can join, but I'm getting a little issue with my phone, although I use phone. As you can see, I'm in the zoo. We don't have lights, and that is what we are telling our people. So that I cannot disclose my location. So we don't get lights, nothing is working. That's what even where I'm staying now, I've already been even trying to see if there is anyone, although we are doing something, you understand, to make sure we can be safe when it happens, because I always tell our people here that is what our leader, our able leader, telling us from the origin, in the time of our grandfathers. Then something will happen, and they will say, "No, there is nothing is going to happen. Oh, we are one Nigeria, I want this and that," which you know yourself that is not working. We are not one. So I don't have much to say than to say thank our able Prime Minister, to thank God Almighty, Chukwu Kabiama, that provide him, that make him available when we need him. Because if he didn't show, my brother, we are doomed. Anyị chani na anago. When he kutere ya, nata ndị anyị were anyị wee mee ruo anyị mass n'ishi. But we thank God Almighty. Everybody should come together, forget the differences, support our able Prime Minister with your pure heart, not saying it physically. So, and Pastor Vam.
Thank you.
The place when I did now, I don't want to say much. Because of the environment.
Thank you so much. I've already said enough. Thank you so much.
1 second there, if I was to say something.
Yeah.
You know, there is a video that our Prime Minister played today of an European who was talking about how little Nigeria electricity
You want to play
Nigeria.
You want me to play it?
Okay, play it.
I'll play it later.
Okay, I can analyze it. You can play it. What I want to say is that to see how evil that place is. That place is supplying Niger electricity. Niger, they have constant electricity.
Don't worry, I'll play it. Don't worry, I'll play it. Let's allow Azubike to say something before he says. He has been coming off and on. I'll play that video later. Azubike, please take the microphone. What do you think we can do? I'm sure you want this to become a reality. What should Biafrans begin to do now so that 2024 will be the last time we will ever hear anything Niger in our ear again?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Good evening.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, I thank you, Mr. Mazeraf, for this opportunity. I thank Biafrans all over the world. Yeah. I thank our Prime Minister. Am I coming out loud?
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. I actually, when I listened to I think yesterday, X-Space, I didn't hook up, so I have to listen to it this morning through Alex O platform. So I want to ask this question. Okay, I'll get to you. I want to ask this question concerning because in preparation of this of the registration for the self-referendum, a lot of people like me, I know my state. I'm from Owerri State, the current Biafran state. So a lot of people doesn't know their state, and a lot of people that are around me, they are not following, but they're following through me. I give them the constant information of what is going on. Everybody is tired of Nigeria. I'm communicating to you through, the Zoom. So everybody is tired of this godforsaken place. So I want to know, is it any possibility where we can, all the state maps that are available, so I can, like me, if you can screenshot it and send to us, maybe I want to be using it, like that's what I used to pass it through the platform of my family. You know what I mean? A lot of them are identifying where we fall in. So I want to use it to, like, a lot of people, like for example, like Kogi, the lower Kogi, like from Edo State, they passed Edo State. I think we have 3 states that came out from that place. So, like particularly a Kogi State, I want to know. I don't know how many states that come out from that place. And some other states, we can have the comprehensive list of those states, the map. So as it is being apportioned district and everything, so I can use it to educate my people that are here, because it's where your home falling. So like I don't know how the questionnaire is going to be when you're going for registration, so that when the person want to identify the states where he falling in this present 40 states of the United States of Biafra. So I don't know if there's any way I can help out.
That one is another thing. I will talk about that. I will look for the flags. The flags are always, even if you go to the PM page, if you go to Simon Ekpa's page, if you start scrolling down, it will take you up to 10 minutes before you get all the flags. You know his Twitter space?
Ma'am.
His Twitter space is, hello?
Wait,
hello?
Wait, Rastaman want to tell you something.
If you just type Biafra maps on Google, you will get a whole of them. You know, you will get them. They will line up. Then, knowing which part, where if you look into them, knowing where you come from, you will be able to identify the counties that are associated with it. This is how I checked on my own. I'm from Ezani State. When I saw our PM posted the Ezani State, I saw my place inside the people I from Ezani. So if you just go through the maps, you will find, just type the map, Biafra map, or state map, state Biafra Republic of USB map, or however, you will find the maps. All of them will come on Twitter. It might lead you to on Google, it might lead you to Twitter, but you will see the maps, all of them. Yeah. So then, if you can screenshot, you need to find out the person you're looking for their own. You can send it to them, then they can study it. Right?
Okay.
That is sorted. Thank you very much. Yeah, but if it's difficult for you, you can call me later on or tomorrow. I have some of the maps. I can forward them to you. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
All right, thank you. And we've been our sister Palmer had disappeared. Ayochuku is in the house. Hey, this Ayochuku, every time you just ready, like say you want fight person. If they leave you, you use Ora and Moasia Auntie.
No. Pastor, good morning from here, my pastor. Bam.
Welcome.
Rastaman, I give you the award of the song of the year. That name Biafra. That your song is my song of the year.
Give thanks, my brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that song so much. And I thank you, Pastor Bam. Yeah, Pastor Bam. The truth is that, yes, I'm always ready. That is, because of ihe na agaturu n'ụwa, because of ihe na agaturu n'ụwa. And the the kind of damage to our people. That is, our own right, our own God-given right. Why Oja to Ayojo? Or can Obodo Iba Fusia Henila? So Ketiko can Ojo. That's why Oja every time I remember Obatopia, my PM. What I'm saying that now we will bring Biafra from diaspora.
Yes.
So it means that in harmful of warrior, we because all you know,
yes,
that is what it is. That's what it is. So, you are right. Even a Wemo governor, because of this Biafran struggle, I'm not happy at all because one cake gets you even in not a for no one. You can imagine. Okay, look at now. Prince William. That is, before you know it, we're going to decide about how we live our life.
God forbid.
So can hide into a yeah, so coming to the topic of the program today, we support our PM. Can we realize our day?
Yes.
First of all, so those repentant one na they need to buckle up. Even Mamu but all of them is in vain, they're gone. So Ndahana Bataketa, and Nila has so caused all this distraction. Honey did not contribute more to appease our heart. Honey did not their belt. They need to contribute more to appease our heart. If not, people like me, mana Chokohana Takoloha, you got I mean.
Yes. When I can't more 7,000 teeth. When I can't 7,000
No, Pastor Iman, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Methuselah. I appreciate you that day you brought up this issue in front of our PM. And our PM do not deserve our award. You people don't understand the human our PM deserve our award. Because exactly underground. That is the underground job. Yes. Underground, that is Onyana Utu. You can imagine that made a mistake that day because I didn't know who was calling me.
And I'm like, and man on life.
I'm not alive. And guess what? When they call you, they will pretend as if no autopilot, no my brethren. The way they will come, you will embrace them. You will embrace them. You know, talking to them as if no not knowing that on the air, natural fault. Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, but what he got that day, you can imagine. Our leader naga court. Sim, our leader is coming to court. Get our plan. Get our plan. Our leader naga court. Off going plan, Hannah. Off going their plan. So that is that you can imagine that their plan. Or not to come our plan. Abraham when they destroy. But when I do plan, we're challenging why now you are seeing it today. Anyway, that one is by God. Coming to Biafra Declaration Restoration this year, we have to buckle our belt. We need more money. You can see our PM keep saying it. We need more money. We have to. That is, even if we have to take double job, we have to take double job to make sure that because all the see. That is, so we have to buckle up to make sure that to get this Biafra, so that after the end, and now that is, we need to contribute more, and we need to do everything. We need to create awareness. Even you, Pastor Bam, even you people like in the social media, we need to create awareness now. Mana that na on the obodo yibo our people, because obodo yibo it has a reason not to come many because this exodus of Igawa obodo yibo na ndị Fulani and the Britain ama ihe them and they didn't understand what was happening, but now it has turned around to become our advantage. So that our advantage we must make sure we use it to the fullness to make sure we got our freedom, because our freedom is paramount. Whether you like it or not, you can say you this, you that. You're not free. You're not free. No African man is free. No African man is free. We're still under slavery. We're still under slavery. So we have to do everything. Once we got that Biafran freedom, that means we have gotten our freedom, and the other people will follow. Thank you, Pastor Van Van Van.
Powerful. Awesome. Now, before we go further, Rastaman wanted to touch on this video. Let me just quickly make a refresh before I get the video, because if I
So it's going to be the video about Nigeria not having light.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Rastaman, can you see the video? Is it there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let me know if he's talking.
If you've been on TikTok for a while.
Is he talking?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's play it.
If you've been on TikTok for a while, you must have heard about a ton of Africans telling you that Europeans stole Africa's resources. Now, there's a lot to say about that. First and foremost, most of these resources are still in Africa, and they're not being stolen by Europeans. They're actually being sold to Europeans by the African state leadership. Your own elites are robbing you. It's not us doing it, not anymore. The real issue, of course, is why aren't Africans using their own resources to do things? Why does Mr. Beast have to go to Kenya to build water walls?
I should stop it.
Yes, this part, I want to treat this part again.
You know, there's a place where he said, not anymore. That means to say he admits that they stole our resources.
I got it. I mean, the thing is that we are not here to blame. Any blame, now, for example, as I mentioned, Deuteronomy 22:68, which meant that what happened to us is because of us leaving the Most High. That is why this thing happened. As he said, they will carry us into ship. We go send our people, say nobody to buy us. So what I'm saying is that we're not here to blame them, but I still know that they have people who are collaborating with them, just like Fulanis will collaborate with our people to mesmerize our people. But we don't capitalize in blaming them. As our PM rightfully told him, that we are going to do what we're supposed to do, and we're not going to be their enemy. So why I'm saying is that what is happening here is not happening without their partners. Our criminals have their criminal partners from the West as well that going on currently. He definitely must be a simple person, neutral person, but we have to see everything the way it's going. So, but we are not going to put all our energy now in looking to who to blame. We blame ourselves for stepping out of way and doing the right thing now. Continue, my brother.
Okay.
Why didn't the Kenyan government do it themselves? I suppose why does Mr. Beast have to go to Kenya to build water wells? Why didn't the Kenyan government do it themselves? I suppose the Kenyan government could have done it themselves. They just chose not to do it. Nigeria is now a country of almost 220 million people, the largest country in Africa, but they only produce about 10% of the electricity that a small country like Hungary. Hungary only has 10 million people, but they produce 10 times as much electricity as Nigeria does. I mean, I know you want to have your Wakanda, right? But do you expect white people to give it to you? No, you're supposed to build it yourself. Having said all this, it is, of course...
Yeah?
No, this was what I was referring to. Because seeing that Nigeria doesn't have constant electricity, but now, if you check and realize that Niger has constant electricity and is coming from Nigeria. My brother, it was 1992 or 93, I went to Niger. And I was there for about a month. Only one time they took the light, and it was for minutes like that. And people were complaining, and they said normally for years it doesn't happen. And then I heard that Nigeria supplied them electricity then, and they still do now. So not only that, I later realized that Togo as well and Benin Republic, and those people, they have constant electricity, but the one who is giving them electricity doesn't have. That speaks volume, shows you how evil that that contraption is. That anybody who puts their hope in that evil is just like, I don't know what, I mean, you have to, the person has to then check what you're going to gain from putting all your hope in evil. So if you check it very well, you better start now and supporting people who want to save you, who want to make Biafra the best country on earth. And it's going to favor Middle Belt, it's going to favor Arewa, it's going to favor Oduduwa. We are the light, we are there, we are the strength of all of them through Chukwu Kabiama. So this is why we have to know our position, that we're here to strengthen others and make them see light. So that is a devilish nation. And when I tell our people again, if you hear devil, it's good to understand the words you use. Devil come from the word diabolo. It's a Greek word. They Englishnized it, like they will Englishnize the nigger to, sorry for my language, to Niger. So the way they make you, some say, oh, Niger. No, it is not Niger. It's a Latin language. So the same way they have done with other things, they make it sound different. But when you look into what it means, you will understand exactly where it is going and where it's coming from. So devil is diabolo. And what is diabolo? Slanderer. Our brother was talking about, Ayochiku was talking about somebody who called him just to slander him. That is the reality of devil. Slandering somebody, you just, what is your plan? But you say you are in charge of everything. Is it not you who should be showing up? Now we are doing this thing now. We are Nigerian government is bowing. We are helping our own. We're helping Biafra. You're calling the people you said they are not and asking them, and you even kind of ambushing them like that. That is slandering. So my brother, I just wanted to expose how do you supply people yourself? You don't do job because they want to Islamize everybody, put you in darkness, make you done so, because with the electricity you will thrive in different ways, make your money, do a lot of things. But without electricity, they are putting you down. Without you being able to feed yourself very well, they can buy you easily. So, but we have to forget our stomach, forget all those things, and have our good vision and our good common sense where God give us, put it in the common sense of of our Prime Minister, Biafra will come, and better must come with that. My brother, go on.
Thank you very much. Okay, he has finished now. Okay, he's still saying, okay, let's conclude this.
Pastor, obvious that we Europeans.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I want him to add in here Rastaman. You see, and when he there is something he said that na I thought that na Nando Chamenya in high nacho. That is not uncovered, but that now I won't have again that to the 9 what gave me within ourselves.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you don't I won't know what I hear you got it confused. Ota hoshi kwe no white people genya ya na nwa kwesiri ime no nwan, but at the same time ha no underground na lukasi ai asi nda amaghị ihe na ele anya asi ndị ya azụ akwa, but ọkwa ha na lukasi ai underground. That is why someone like me iwe ji ewe m ogo ọwụna, because we need to stand and take it. That is onye akita, they can't stop our freedom. My choice today nobody can stop it. I nwa ga-ewere. So in other way, but at the same time, you have to understand Ebo Siabia. Thank you.
Adding to that, my brother, we know this is the same thing I said before, that they are collaborating with our own criminals. We not definitely him particularly, but the Westerners. So, but at this time, what we're doing is that we don't need anybody to do anything for us. This is what we should be telling ourselves. Because we are proving that we are humans. We are equal. If somebody else does it for you, you are inferior. So this is why Obato BA comes and stands Gidibam. We have to do it. They can do what they want to do and carry out their interests, but we have to stand as human, level, shoulder to shoulder, and do the right thing and blame ourselves for whatever it happened to ourselves. Not to blame it on them, because we should have stand straight from there. You know, because when we point one finger, remember 3 is pointing at you, the other one is pointing up. So we and say everything that happened, we blame ourselves. But now Biafra is kicking the new start, and there's no going back. One, go do your thing, my brother.
Thank you. All right, please hold on. Azubike, Nas have not said anything. Azubike, just 1 minute. Say what you want to say.
Okay. Okay. Am I the one you're giving permission?
Yes, Azubike, yeah, go.
Okay. So this is the second question I wanted to ask before. So I want to ask we that are also here in the zoo. I have been looking for this opportunity to know, is there any way or any arrangement where we can also make contribution to this situation?
Are you just following this movement? That is the de facto government. You have asked for the flag before and the maps.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, sir. That is where I get my news, everything.
So by the time you know your reps, gradually you are going to know your reps and all the states. Or maybe you contact me later in private, because we don't put out the modules, how you pay from homeland. We don't put it out here.
Okay.
Open.
Okay.
You understand? So you need to belong to your own caucus, your own zone, and you belong to the WhatsApp. So you'll be able to contribute. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, sorry, sir. Is it the WhatsApp number?
Yeah. I always display my WhatsApp number, but don't call me tonight. Call me tomorrow.
All right. I will.
The same thing that goes with this one goes to the map as well. If you find out your state, as you find your map and know your state, then you can now go through the media team to find out who is your representative, and from then they will inform you about all the plans being made for your contributions from Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Nas, please go ahead. Thank you, Azubike. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest. Nas, please go ahead. You have
Pastor Van. I greet you. Ayochuku, my brother, I greet you. Rastaman in the house, I greet you.
Salute.
Yes, we move, no dolly. Brother, that's my brother. This number in for this our coordinator in Libya here. So I wanted to make my own donation, but his number is not connecting, and I dropped a voice note for him. So he have not given me reply. So I don't know what is happening.
Are you sure? Is it this particular number I called today? There are
let me call the
updated
number
numbers.
Let me call the number for you.
Let me call the number for you. Is it this one? Call the number. Let me hear.
+218 944
944
2744. Yes.
Yeah, that's the number. That's the number for Libya.
Maybe if there is a way you can reach him because I'll be calling, dropping. He's not responding, so I don't know.
Wait, we're on live program. Let me call him now. Why is he not responding?
Okay.
Let me call him now. Hold on, guys. Yeah, name with him more.
Meanwhile, Spam is looking for it. Let me keep our people up. Ayochukwu, you are. We all have this anger because of what is happening. But as our brother mentioned now, and as we are talking about identifying ourselves with even the slavery being prophesied and all those things, and pinpointing how it's prophesied. If you check all those things and see that wrong interpretation is being going, realizing where we are coming from, you have comfort from all those things. It helps you to give you more endurance and patience, how to navigate. Because if the anger takes over you, you will imagine when a man is really angry, you are like a beast. You don't think. Because the difference between human and beast is the inability to reason, the reasonability. So, but when you see all those
hold on, Rastaman. Hello? Yeah, Mazi, your people are here and they say they've been calling you. You are not answering them. We're on a live now. Can you talk to them? Is this you are the Libya coordinator, am I correct?
Yes.
So you are one of your people. They've been trying to reach you. They say your number is not going. That same number is what I called now, and he picked it. Mazinax, you want to ask him some question?
Yes, I want to ask him some question. Please, I even called him, let him check his phone. I called him, I still drop a voice note on his phone now. Not quite long. But
Somebody said they drop a voice note on your phone even now. They say you're not responding to them. Why?
I've never even read the message. So now you will call me, then I will open it because phone will let me somewhere and I charge it.
Because a lot of people that complain in Libya, that's not what they do call. Because try to call, they want to contribute. And they have money to contribute. So pick your phone and answer them, please.
Okay.
You know? It's anytime a coordinator, a check your phone, man, for the day. So, man, need your contact, man, need the contribute to Diego, Diego, he had a gaga. So that on next Saturday, you should be able to come for give us update from Libya, please, okay? Okay, please check your phone now. The brother has sent the message. Check it out. Thank you very much. All right. All right. So that's it. He will respond to you. I just called him now. He picked. So maybe he was not available when you called. So he will. And if there are other of your friends that are still looking for it, tell them that his number is available now. They should call him. He will answer. Okay?
Okay, no problem. Pastor, bam.
Yeah.
We move there, they will move. No shaking, we'll move.
Thank you very much.
I know you're my brother. I greet you. Rastafari.
Salute.
I greet you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nas.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful one. Thank you. All right. Who else is there in the room? Obo John. Obo John. Are you there? Obo John, are you there? I want to conclude now so that it's getting to midnight. I want to close before it is midnight. Obo John, if you're not there, we're going to take our closing remark from Rastaman and Ayochuku, and then we'll call it a night. Obo John, are you there? No, Obo John is not there. Rastaman, please, 2 minutes. Give us your closing remark. It's late. Let's call it a night.
Biafrans. Igbo na-asị na ugo eberigo na mgbagbu. Anaya Frugo, Japan Ugo, mama can akwa Frugo kwada. Our MP is Ugo. And Ugo anaghị agbagbu maka Nigeria. And ihe a agbagbu the Niger area. Biko anakwana ayo mad biko in as much as in as much as we are begging, we don't, because it's all about to save you and save us. Me, as I did here, so I know very well what is facing us. I know about jihad very, very well. Actually, I am the very person who mentioned Takia to our Uyendu when our brother who lost his way, Dasari was wearing with Quran. I came online because of that to say there is this thing called Takia where they are allowed to deceive non-Muslim. So the thing is that they want to, there's a place, our Bam posted a video today of a Fulani talking to his people. I responded to that video. I reposted it actually and was talking about, there's a place called Kaiba. That was where they even broke their treaty, Mohammed. Because say if you go to the head of anything, you get them, yeah? So the head of everything, the jihad, our people, your way of worship and your way of thinking, ideology is not the same as the Muslims. Because the Islam means that you must surrender by sword. So this is why they are coming. And this guy was talking about the right hand to conquer, not right hand to conquer. Now I go there, tell the guy, say, the conquest is based on wickedness and unrighteousness, and it's based on people who don't get integrity. When you say I mentioned the Kaiba, Muhammad was killed by a Jewish woman because this man broke the treaty and killed everybody, their brothers, her husband, her father, everybody, and he took the woman, and now the woman cooked goat. Now goat meat, the woman poison and give the man. And the man died. So why am I saying this? There is no trust in somebody or what we are doing. This what we are doing will even save them because that ideology is a scam. Like as I was mentioning our flag, a flag is for universal melanated people. So as that flag is to liberate us, this is why they call it Pan-African flag, liberation flag. We are there to make them know, say, they have been scammed. Please give all you can because Biafra will not fail. Biafra gadigide wero mwebiyebi. Setting the best example. Many are waking. And if you check it out, you realize that is the Lord's making. Blessed Lord.
Thank you, Rastaman. Ayochuku, please give us your own closing remark. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, my pastor Bam Bam Bam. I appreciate you so much. I told you that you are my pastor. I have my reason why I say you are my pastor, and this is where we worship because
thank you so much.
all those infiltrators, they infiltrated our radio Biafra where we worship. But after that, thank you.
We worship and we don't gossip. They gossip.
Of course, we worship. We don't gossip, brother. We worship. We don't gossip. Yeah. So you see, Rasta, look, Odik, when I say even a why or even a whim, it is the kind of if I won't follow our leader brokers, and when able make sure even a why, and when even a why, I bronca get you That is, you why you equally do so that the model Metusela is Piatu. What I mean, you have to. So anyway, I thank you, Biafrans. The only thing in my going today will become anything I get me kawa obato bie mezuo. That is kaya chuku obato bie. Ihe Achukwu chọrọ iji ọbata obi wee mee ka o mezuo na njedebe and enweghị otu ọzọ ọ ga-esi wee mee na-abụghị by ihe anyị na-eme donation. That is why ndị wee your pastor bam ndị media. This is the time now. I need the that is when you need the reporter. One day I need repent because now this is time to repent. And they watch on January, everything ended at the end of last year. So now can they repent? So we need to see how we can accommodate them and welcome them back because we can't chase them away. They're our brother. It doesn't matter what happened because that was Nigerian and British plan. That is why they kidnap our leader. Not just kidnapping our leader, they put everything in place to make sure Biafra die natural death before our PM resurrected. That's in our leader said. There is nothing you can do to stop Biafra. So I thank you, Biafrans. Please keep it up. Keep it up. This 2024 is the year of that Biafran declaration. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ayochukwu. Somebody is asking for the Germany contact. Let me display this contact for the last time. You know, if you are in Germany, you are going to see it now. Maybe you are just joining. If you join me from the beginning and yet you are still asking for Germany, it is not fair. I started calling this name one after the other. So this is Germany. Can you see it on the screen there? Can everybody see Germany there?
Yeah.
Okay, this is our brother. Somebody asking for Germany. Where's that person? The boy said, Vam, good evening. Please, I need IPOB coordinator number in Germany. That is the number. You are seeing it there on the screen. You see it there? +49 15 21 333 5205. I repeat, +49 15 21 333 5205. Call that number. That is your coordinator and your liaison officer in Germany. Every country has their own liaison officer. If your country that is none, then you need to get people together, then get your number to us so that people can contact you. Because you don't need to wait. You know, and we're being go on.
If somebody is asking, like we know that to display this number today, you just have to scroll, and when you reach your place, you can keep this thing, then you can check your own number to find it out. Just scroll till you get to the point of your nation, you pick it up. And I remember, as our Prime Minister said, he said, write your name upon this particular, as in this golden book of doing good, and for this humanity thing. So write your name upon the golden book, golden book, golden book. Write your name upon this golden book. Write your name on there. Write your name in the Biafra golden book. Continue, brother.
Thank you very much. So please, even if you go to my Twitter, if you go on my Twitter, I pinned it on my Twitter. That is the message, the very beginning of my Twitter. You're going to see it there. So all this, because I'm very concerned about raising funds for this particular movement. For me, that is number one. That is my priority. Because without money,
of course.
That is why, for me, it is priority. Go to my Twitter. That is what I pin on my Twitter. People can pin other things on their Twitter. But for me, how to get in touch with your coordinator? Where I go, I don't know. Where are the footballers? Where are the Biafran footballers in England? Where are the Biafran basketballers in America? Ndana signed $35 million, $50 million. Then $10 million. Can I get to Fulani? What are Biafra? What are you waiting for? You are a businessman. You don't container. Now going to millions. Now you want $1 million now. You want $10 million. Let's get the job done. Come on. And what does it Biafra? I quite check the money. All the HR. We have everything to give you the money back. There you go. Huh? In our ball. Now what they go. Aside the Aggie, the big club. Every weekend they can have now Tuaro Wasa, now Piakanara. I can get Biafra. There you go, can what up Biafra? This year. Okwagu. In the last December. Obieru Ghana. Bring down $1 million.
Bam, you are talking about going December. If anybody go on YouTube, on Google and type Kaiba is written like KHAYBAR. Yahuda. There's a song that Islamics are singing. And when I was mentioning how they flatten a people place. If we don't do what you are doing, you cannot go back to December. This is what Bam is talking. So you are trying to save your place where you can go back to your home. Because no matter how long you are in America, you are not an American, no matter what. So continue, my brother. I just wanted to chip in that.
No problem. I can even try to make turn it out of fundraising. Now I did not even want this night. I'm telling you. Because Mazin Nandekano got America. Now if I'm more bid say how $1. Look at it now. Mazin Nandekano, can you imagine? Can you what Biafra? What are you waiting for? Onyibo. Mazin Nandekano say Onyibo, $1. Will it kill you? But kita, eba no na $1 ga solve the problem. I brought a millionaire. You brought a big boy. And a $1. But I'm just trying to play this video for you to know how passionate our leader was, telling them that how important it is for them to bring this money. Listen to our leader.
Ordinary $1 was a problem. $1 became a problem. Can't you afford $1? I can't you come at you neighbor in a month. You can't afford $1? You can.
Why not?
Because Fulani people are laughing at us. They are counting on that thing you have inside you. That destructive demonic spirit to question and to argue everything. That's what they're counting on. To colonize and enslave us.
Always.
When they speak, they say, we know you can never be united. We know. Only $1 only. Is it going to kill you?
No. Nothing.
No $1. You're not in IPOB.
Biafrans all over the world. Let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrapublicgov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Together, we must get this job done this year. Yes. Because now you don't bring the money, you don't bring the support, and you are still saying, Simon, declare Biafra. Now declare Biafra. Declare Biafra. No. All look how you declare Biafra.
In other words, if you don't donate, you hate. Yes. We say don't hate, but donate. Simple.
When you can do your former, I have to condition about a former corner. Do be a former.
But Pastor, because this are for my corona, it reminds me something. Look, because the truth today about how I better not na no China Sanworu, na no Tike Dozie me na no form. But in the mother how no former or former so the main people, the main engine. The main engine and the former one of the biggest hater of our PM. Ima why? Ima no yang in charge of media. Yang in charge of media. So order our leader Africo. You what I mean? So order our leader Africo. Rumbe our PM batara. Our PM would be very good in all this technology more than him. So Eba had the hatred tibido. And I know what that guy did. Oh yeah, what Methuselah. Yeah, you know, I know what I'm a minimum and that fight in Oboda. I'm a minimum and half fight in Oboda because we're going to but today now, half Ugania. But we will bring them, we will accept them, we will embrace them because on one neck I will. It doesn't matter. Understanding the niche, IQ the niche.
Yes.
May they bear fruits to make us to make up for their past negativity. May they put in the good work and work resiliently and show that they really repent. That is it. Because only purity is what we're working.
They need to go and get a double job to pay more money. Because even more, so they need to work and pay more.
So they need to pay more. Anyway, thank you very much, Umochineke. The Ndudi of former, our loss, Sama, the more we cover not that of former.
Oh, yeah,
okay, come on, yeah.
Because Ebuna choosing be by no.
Former. Ndudi of former.
Our network, maybe.
Our network.
Network, this is our brother.
The brother is both former, but your former.
Yesterday, not 2 yesterday now. Connected to your program.
Okay, my brother.
No, they will microphone. No, they will microphone. Now, now my first time connected.
Okay. Ngwana connect go again. I na choose na we connect ya. Ngwanya yo okwu na ka na bazie. Eh ma I ga eme na ka wota. Ka support our PM.
The only thing I am na bo nka maka egram one of his program. O si ni ye ni dezire na ba ego. Ọrụ niile nya kwesịrị ịrụ na ya arụcha anya n'ọzọ anyị nwa ka ọ dị n'aka so nke onye nwere nya wetaba so mana ịmagwa anyị bụ ndị anọ n'obodo a na ama anọ ka anyị esi nwee ike ịdị connect wee na-atụ ego nke anyị dete nchechakwa ka mmezi amụ ka mmezi bido nwee ike connect isoro na-atụ dete o nwere ka anyị bụ ndị anọ ebe a si eso n'ịtụnya
ọrụ nwa ebe a ọ ga-erutecha ụlọ aka mgbe o rute your steeti a ga-eme ka ị mara steeti gị wee ha na coordinator dị capable mara ebe ị ga-etinye ego a ga-agwa ụlọ ị ga-ama mgbe ọ ga-abụ because ndị nke dị ready etinyebego ego already ndị coordinator ha dị very sharp dịkwa coded everything about the zoo bụ codedly and sharp so that ebe ha na-eme uche gị ga-adị ya just nọrọ nso uru ha na ụmụ ego ahụ nwere ụlọ etinye small a sị na ndị kọmanda ọrụ ọgba ofufu there are so many millions that can support etinye everything together owe isi. Thank you very much my brother.
Onye ọbụla jisi ike Biafra abịagwa abịa nke a mmadụ dị ndụ ahụ akwụsị n'ihe mmadụ dị ndụ nwaanyị mụrụ aha kwụsịrị Biafra Yeah, na gbagi ha afugo nyebe more than 10 years ago, so no human being can stop it. Onye ọbụla when did ihe ekwe abịa.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
night.
night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Rastaman, you want to say something before I close?
I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say actually now. But anyway, as the case may be, everybody should try to know their states and find out who the coordinator is, who the representative is, and from there they can find out how to do their thing. But I will still say again one more time that Biafra Gabianini, Maka Ihe Chiku Dege Meridi, this Zama Biara late, Maka Hancha Maha calculate. Anyway,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So please, before this coming fundraising on Saturday, I'm still waiting for that phone call that will tell me, Vam, yes, I am putting in $1 million. Vam, I'm putting $5 million. I'm waiting for that phone call. You have my number. My numbers are there. So call me or call any of the media team. You want to speak with the Prime Minister, you will speak with him and tell us how you want to support and make sure that this is done. I'm telling you, I go jet fighter. A bag of pack have a problem. Once you know your chair go, a be jet. You go, any kind of warhead I need, I can go there. I need the bagel. I need it. Okay.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is that because evaluating our leaders $1, that $1 is widow's mite. Nobody say somebody who get billions, you go got to give us $1. But somebody will be saying what you can afford. All of you make it not take because we are calling the billionaire to bring millions. Don't look at them. If now $1 you get, you make it something, bring it, don't keep it back because you don't have millions. Please, that widow's mite is even bigger than some people who get too much money and they bring 1 million, where they know so they're supposed to give you 10 million, so to say. This is what I wanted to add. Bless.
Right, very correct. Okay, Ayochukwu, go ahead. Go ahead, Ayochukwu. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pastor Bam. You see, Oga Walida Kuroku $1. I will have missed the opportunity because I will not be able to order to $1. Oga by now, I'm going to carry my name back. But on here, all that the problem I have when you go. You what I mean? I did something. We always sometimes underrate things. So now, all you go too late, now that $1. So what I'm trying to say, because all those millionaires and go because I got interest my Biafra.
Yes.
We will sign agreement. We will pay them interest.
Yes.
You know, we are how loan, hanya loan. I only has dash. Hanya loan. You know, loan with interest. Thank you.
Kagati Kasiazu. Thank you very much. Yeah. Nelson Okon, you came in, but I was closing. I will give you microphone. Nelson.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, 1 minute.
I just want to hear you for your good job. I don't have much to say. Thank you for your good job.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, fellow Biafrans. Rastaman, thank you. Ayochukwu, thank you. And there's one Oyibo winch in my studio. Oyibo winch, thank you. I'm not going to bring you in because you just want to come and disturb me. I'm not bringing you in. Go and chop that your winch.
We'll make we meet them all for studio alone.
The guy, okay, Biafrans, I love you. Can just end their program out like that. I love you guys. Okay, can end there. I can phone for you now.